What's good, people? SimFBallCritic here, and yes, I have decided to go with the PS4 for my next generation console experience, and I'm going to give you a few reasons why. I'm going to make this short and sweet, but I'm going to give you some of the reasons as to why I've decided to go away from Xbox One and go with PS4. First and foremost, the writing has been on the wall since E3. The first that we heard about PS4 at Sony's conference, even before E3, a little bit before E3, they hit us with games, and all they talked about was games. And I was all excited saying, hey man, Sony is really bringing it. I was looking forward to seeing what Xbox would do, or Microsoft rather. So Microsoft, their conference comes out, they don't talk about games. They don't talk about games first. They decide to show us about, and talk about all the other features, which are good features if that suits you. And I was one of those people. I thought that it would suit me at the time. But in reality, it's not. It's not. My Kinect right now collects dust. My wife even said the same thing, and she was the one who played Kinect more than anything. And even she said, it's really not, it's not as entertaining anymore. Besides, with the new Kinect, it has to be connected to the Xbox, and in order to enjoy those features, you have to connect your Xbox to the TV. Well, to the cable box, actually, to your cable provider. Which means that, that eliminates your free ability to move the Xbox to other places. Not saying that you can't move it, but, you take it upstairs and you lose that ability. And if you want to use that ability, you have to have the Kinect and connect the Xbox to your cable box in order to get some of those nice features. That might not be a big problem for some, and it's not a huge problem for me. But at this moment in time, I'm not really interested in doing that. Alright, so then we hear at E3 that the Xbox One is crashing. And some people, the suspicion is raised as to whether or not the Xbox One is even at E3. Come to find out, there are pictures out there saying that it was a high-end PC. People were getting Windows errors. Interesting. Leads me to another point. I've always felt like the Xbox may be behind after hearing that news. I felt like, maybe the console is not ready. So then a little while after that, Microsoft comes out and they state that not all countries will have the console at launch. Some of the countries that they had in mind, they got slighted. They had to cancel those launch dates. Again, makes me feel like there's not enough consoles. They might not be ready. Sony is a hardware company, so of course, you gotta go with Sony. As far as which one do you think will have the better console at launch as far as durability and stability? And then there's the size. I didn't really care about it at first, but let's be honest. The PlayStation is more sleek, easier to, maneuver as far as moving it from here to there. And I've had to do that a lot since my son has been born. I've taken my Xbox upstairs and in the bedroom and back down to the basement and whatever. PlayStation will be a lot easier in that regard. Even with the power cable, there's no power brick with PlayStation. One simple cord. I've had the pleasure of being able to hold both controllers in my hand. And I have to say, people, the PS4 controller by far felt better to me. The Xbox One controller just felt real compact. It didn't even feel as good as the 360 controller. So it wins in that department. And last but not least, it has been confirmed that several games will be running at 720 on the Xbox One and at 1080p on the PS4. Now, why is that important? This is important because of one of the things that I thought about a couple months ago. PlayStation is already used to the Blu-ray player. Hey, PlayStation has a patent on that. Sony, they have a patent on it. So don't you think the games are probably going to be better as far as resolution and things of that nature? Makes you wonder. Look at the footage that came out today with Battlefield. Now, one would think that the Xbox looks better. And to me, I think they both look pretty good. But the Xbox has a lot of glare. The lighting is a lot lighter. But the detail And the resolution, to me, I can clearly see that it's better on the PS4. So, for those reasons, guys, I've decided to go with the PS4, and that's where I will be enjoying my next generation console experience. I would love to hear your thoughts as well. Leave it in the comments. Like always, let me know what you think. Don't forget, every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, the Sim Perspective Radio Show, the show for the Sim Gamer. Give us a call at 347-202-0388.